Somewhere beyond the edge of our solar system, farther than any human hand has ever reached, Voyager 2 drifts silently through the interstellar void. Since its launch in 1977, this aging probe has been faithfully transmitting data back to Earth, long after its expected lifespan. But now, in the waning years of its mission, it has sent something back, something that defies explanation. This time, it's not just a reading or a signal. It's an image. A final image. And what that image reveals isn't ordinary. It isn't cosmic background noise, a blurry star, or stray light. It is structured. Deliberate. Too perfect, too calculated to be a product of chance. A geometric anomaly etched against the infinite canvas of space, so intelligent in its design, so ordered and symmetrical, that it has sent shockwaves through the scientific world. Not merely because it exists, but because of what it might mean. Captured by a spacecraft powered by plutonium and guided by decades-old code, this image was not a mistake or malfunction. It is precise, multi-layered, and confirmed across various instruments. But the real mystery isn't just the image itself, it's what it represents. Is it a message? A reply? A reflection of ourselves? Or worse, a warning? To understand the weight of this discovery, we must go back to Voyager's launch. In 1977, Voyager 2 was sent into the cosmos as a representative of humanity's intelligence, hope, and curiosity. On board was the Golden Record, a copper phonograph disc containing music, greetings in 55 languages, natural sounds of Earth, and mathematical sequences. It was a cosmic message in a bottle, drifting across the vast ocean of space. We knew that the odds of it ever being found were slim to none. But we sent it anyway, hoping that someone, or something, might find it. Voyager 2's journey took it past Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, offering humanity its first close-up images of these distant worlds. After completing its primary mission, it continued on, heading into the outer reaches of the heliosphere. In 2018, it crossed into interstellar space, becoming only the second human-made object to do so after its twin, Voyager 1. And through all these years, it kept transmitting. Despite power constraints, despite aging instruments, it never stopped. Until now. What triggered the most recent transmission remains unclear. For decades, Voyager 2 sent back magnetometer readings, plasma wave data, and cosmic ray measurements. But this transmission was different. The signal was stronger than usual, almost as if something had boosted it deliberately. And attached to that signal was a visual data packet, an image composed of binary code. When decoded, what scientists saw left them speechless. The image depicted a highly symmetrical formation, resembling a circular mandala overlaid with complex fractal geometry. In its center was a spiral resembling a logarithmic curve, remarkably similar to the golden ratio. The formation was not random. Its precision was astounding, beyond the limits of natural astrophysical phenomena. The pattern repeated at varying scales, suggesting not only intelligence but intentional communication. At first, the scientific community approached the image with skepticism. Could it be a malfunction? Could cosmic rays or interference have corrupted the data? But multiple redundant systems on board Voyager 2 confirmed the integrity of the transmission. The image had not only been received, it had been sent. What's more unsettling is that this wasn't the first time something strange had happened with Voyager. In recent years, both Voyager 1 and 2 have exhibited anomalies. Signals with unexpected delays. Brief periods of silence followed by sudden bursts of data. Unusual magnetic fluctuations. But never anything like this. Never a direct image. Never something so human in its symmetry. The implications are staggering. If the image was sent in response to the Golden Record, it means that something not only found Voyager, but understood it. It means we are no longer alone in the dark. Or perhaps we never were. The image's complexity suggests not just intelligence, but an intelligence far beyond our own. One that communicates through mathematics and visual symbolism. One that understands symmetry, beauty, and perhaps even emotion. But there's another theory. One far more unsettling. Some researchers have proposed that the image is not a reply at all, but a map. Or worse, a signal. Embedded within the image are coordinate-like markers, tiny variations in the fractal pattern that, when analyzed, align with pulsar timing data. Pulsars are rotating neutron stars that emit beams of electromagnetic radiation, and their timing can be used to locate positions in space. The markers in the image correspond to known pulsars, suggesting that the image could be triangulating a specific location. Where that location lies, no one can say for certain. But some speculate that it isn't a destination, it's an origin. The signal may not be pointing to something, it may be pointing from something. If true, this changes everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe. It could mean that Voyager didn't just drift into emptiness, it wandered into someone's domain. Back on Earth, the revelation has stirred not only scientific debate but philosophical and theological discussions as well. Some see the image as proof of a higher intelligence, perhaps even a godlike entity reaching out to us. Others believe it to be a natural evolution of contact, a step we were always going to reach as we extended our presence beyond Earth. But a darker interpretation also looms. What if the image is not an invitation, but a warning? What if it's saying, "We see you. We know you're there, turn back"? Despite the intense scrutiny and debate, NASA has remained quiet. Publicly, they acknowledge the signal and have released a cleaned-up version of the image. But behind closed doors, sources claim that further data has been encrypted. Not because it's dangerous to know, but because of what it might lead to. Some fear that humanity is not ready for the truth. Others believe the truth is already here, encoded in that spiral of light and pattern from the depths of space. Meanwhile, the Voyager mission team has increased monitoring of both probes. Though Voyager 2 is now well into interstellar space, traveling at nearly 15 kilometers per second, it remains tethered to us by the faint thread of radio waves. Its plutonium power source continues to decay, and soon, the instruments will shut down one by one, until the spacecraft falls forever silent. Before that happens, scientists hope to receive at least one more transmission. Just one more clue. But if this truly was a final image, a cosmic farewell, then it may be the last time we hear from Voyager 2. And perhaps, the last time we speak into the void without expecting an answer. In universities and observatories across the globe, the image is being dissected, analyzed, and debated. Eye models are being trained to look for deeper meaning in its structure. Psychologists are consulting with cryptographers, theologians with astronomers. This image has become a Rosetta Stone for our time. But the real question remains: who sent it? Among the more radical voices, some propose that the image could be a remnant of an ancient intelligence. Not a living species, but the echo of one, long gone, yet leaving behind markers scattered through space. A civilization that may have perished millions of years ago, but encoded its legacy into the fabric of the cosmos, waiting for someone to stumble upon it. Others suggest a mirror theory, that the image is not external at all, but internal. That somehow, in traveling so far from Earth, Voyager 2 triggered a feedback loop, reflecting something deep within human consciousness. A projection of our own mathematical obsessions, our own longing for contact, materialized through technology. Yet for all the speculation, no one has yet found a definitive answer. And perhaps that is the point. Perhaps the image wasn't meant to explain, it was meant to provoke. To stir something in us. Curiosity. Wonder. Fear. Or maybe all three. Voyager 2, a machine built in the analog era, has become something more than a spacecraft. It is now a messenger. A silent ambassador of Earth, whispering across the stars. And in return, something whispered back. Not in words, not in any language we speak, but in a code older than humanity. The language of mathematics, pattern, and symmetry. If nothing else, this image serves as a reminder that the universe is not empty. It is alive with mysteries waiting to be uncovered. And while we may not yet understand the message, we have received it. And that changes everything. So now, as Voyager 2 sails deeper into the black, beyond the reach of light, beyond the touch of time. One thing is certain. It left Earth as an explorer. And now, perhaps, it has become a witness. A witness to something greater, something unimaginable. And we, back on Earth, can only look up and wonder what, if anything, will come next.